Yes, yes, I can.
Okay,
Yes, I can.
so you can go in help. Okay, and in help you just click on this examples drop down, select sample data set. You will get this pop up, and you can click on this load sample data. Okay, when you click on this load sample data, it will connect to those that financial file only. So
Okay. Mm,
here you need to select this financials. Okay, just don't select sheet 1 because these two are the similar. Just select financial. Okay, and then you can load it into the Power BI desktop. Okay, I have already loaded. I'm not going to click on this. Okay.
yes.
Okay, so has one value, I as I said, at returns, we cannot use single has one value to achieve this result. For achieving this result, we have to use has one value with if function. Okay, so I have shared the data with you. You can try it along with me. So you can see here, in has one value, for achieving this I have used if function. So if city is there, then display the sum of quantity, and if not, then display the sum of sales. So this is the syntax for the if function. And what has one values will do, it will return true if city is there. Okay, so you can say this has one value, it is returning true when city is there, and it is returning false in front of India. Okay. Okay, then we have is cross filtered and is filtered. So the syntax for is cross filtered is very much simple and similar with the is cross filtered also. So I have given a country for is filtered. So instead of is filter, you need to write it is cross filtered here. So as you can see, is cross filter. So in both I have given the country. Okay, but if I select country from this slicer, then you will say it is returning true. If I deselect this, and if I select some product, suppose velo from the product column, is filter is still false and is cross filter is true. Okay, because it is taking the filter of the another slices also. So that's why it is cross filtered. Is filter will only take filter whatever the our parameters we have provided. So for is filter we have provided the country, it is taking only that filter only. Okay, so this is the difference between is filtered and is cross filtered. Okay, then we have gone through with is after and is on or after. So in is after we have used filter function. Inside the filter function, syntax of filter function is you need to define the table name and the whatever the expression is there. So I have given in expression that is after, and in is after I have written these three things. So first I have given a country, and then I have given a this filter that is Canada, and do in ascending order. Okay, so what is happening there, is after the Canada, whatever the value is there, like whatever the country is there, it is displays those names. But if you see is on or after, it is taking the this filter also. Okay, but in is after it is not taking that filter, it is returning after the filter, but it takes the filter and it display the rest of other names. Okay, so this is the is after, is on or after and is after. Then we have, okay, we have these three case studies. Okay, so we will use four functions in these four case studies. So what is written here? The question is create a measure to identify if Montana products were sold in Mexico in 2014 with zero discount. So this is the measure we need to create. So okay, so we need to remember in this we have four things. So first is product, second is country, third is year, and fourth is zero discount. Okay, so we will create a measure in that way only. We will create a new major here. By using contains function we will use this. So contains mean it takes some parameters, it containing some parameter, right? So that's why we are using contains here. So equals to, now I'm using that contains function, return true if there exists at least one row where all columns have specified values. Okay, so you can see the syntax. First we need to give the table name, that is the financials, comma, let me go to the next line. Then we need to give the column name. So we need to see here, this is the product, this is the country, this is the year, and this is the discount. So I will add the product, or we can add the country also. So we will add country equals to Mexico, because they have asked for the Mexico only, comma, shift enter. What else? Okay, not equals to, comma, because column name and the value. Then shift enter. We have country, then we need to add product here, comma, product is Montana, year is 2014, and the discount is zero, right? Enter this. Okay. So we have successfully added four filters, whatever they have asked to us. So Mexico, Montana, 2014 and zero. Okay. So this will gives us the boolean value. If all of those are there, then it will return true, else it will return false. Okay. Let me add a card here, and then where this contains. Okay. We can see this is showing true. We will cross check with this. So we have the product called Montana, right? So here we will select only Montana. We have to select country, that is Mexico only. Okay. Now we have to select year at the end, that is 2014 only. Okay. And then we have to select the discount. Year, discount, zero. So we can see we have these two rows for that question. So we have so that's why it is returning true for these conditions, because we have these two rows in our data. So let me do this. Or you can use clear all filters. Clear all filters. Okay. Okay. So for that, it will return the boolean values in card. If I enter these things in this, also it is returning only boolean values. So this is just to show whether the your condition is true or the false. So on that time, it will
Okay.
only return the these things only. Okay, so this is for the contents. Now our next question is, okay, find the profit for Canada and France. And they have given a hint is we need to use contents row function to filter the country column name. So here we will use contents row. Okay, so in this we will create new measure, and we need to find the profit for Canada and France for both. So I'll give contents row underscore Canada and France underscore Canada and France equals to. So we need to find the profit. So for profit, we need to calculate the profit. By using calculate, we will give the expression sum of financial profit. Okay. Then shift enter. Okay. We will add the filter here, that is contains row. Okay. In this, we need to provide the table name and the value. Okay. So and we have to give calculate for the Canada and France. So for this, we need to take curly braces, and in curly braces, we need to give the Canada here and comma, then France. Okay. Okay. Close your curly braces, and then this is for the financial country. Okay. Number of argument is invalid. Function contains row must have value for each column in the table function. Table expression. Okay, so in table expression only we have to give this values. So we will remove that table name from here. Okay. So now I will add this here, and before this I will add the country and this. Okay. So just increase the size of this. one card also. Okay, so as you can see, Canada and France profit, total profit is 7.31 million, and this is what it is showing for Canada and France. But still, you can say it is showing for all the countries also. So for that, we can use key filters function. So key filter function comes in filter function, filter dax function. So still, I'll explain you here only. Okay, so where is this? Here you need to write key filter. Okay, and in this will be our expression. Now you will see these two values are showing only. We have it is showing these two values. While I have given a key filter, so key filter will only apply in these two values, and it will give you null values for other, or it will remove those values and it will show you these two values only. Okay, so now you can see these two are the country in which they have, in Canada we have 35 and in France we have 37, and the total is 7.31 million. So this is how you can use a key filter in contains row, and you can use the calculate and sum together. So here we have used four function. You can see calculate, sum, key filter and contains row. Each filter, in each filter you can provide one parameter, and keep filter will remove the filters from other things. Like as you can see here, we have Canada and France in, but in our country we it have Mexico and United States of America. But here we have given a condition that is Canada and France, so keep filter will only filter these two and it will remove the filters from other things. Okay, so that's why it is displaying these two values. And if you don't use keep filter, okay, then you see this, it will give you same values for all those things. Okay, now you can see it is displaying same values for the this other country also. Let me remove this, let me create another measure. So is filter is going to give you boolean values. Keep filter is will use this to filter out the particular things, like the for the conditions whatever you have provided. Okay, CF1. Now you can see the difference between keep filter, without keep filter and with keep filter. So without keep filter it is showing the total value for all the rows, but with keep filter it is showing the values for the particular country. For Canada we have this much of profit, and for France we have this much of profit, and this is the total profit for both countries. So K filter, by use of K filter you can modify the behavior of the this measures. And is filter is only for the particular visuals. Okay, so you can see we can only modify these things only. If you select this, then only it will return true. Also syntax is also different from a for is filter. In filter you can only provide either the column name or the country name, but in this, in key filter you can provide the arguments with those things. Where is there? Okay, you can see we have given two arguments in this. First is contents row and then this. So is filter will not accept measures as filters. Okay, did you got this thing?
Yes.
Okay, I will add these things into the PPT so you can read it out and you can make it clear. If even if you don't, then just let me know. Then we will go through with that again.
Sure.
Okay. So next we have find the profits for all the countries that have states within their name. Use wildcards to find out those countries. Okay. So here we need to use contain string. So if that string contains these states, then it will return true. Else it will return false, like this. So we need to find the profits for all countries. Contains string. So for finding this profit, we need to give sum of profit, shift enter. Then here we need to give the filter name, that is contains string. Okay. Returns true if one text string contains another text string. Okay. This is not case sensitive. So you can write states in caps in or in small, or you can use wildcards. So here I'm giving country name, that is nothing but the, I'm using wildcards, that is question mark, and then giving states. Okay. Remove this and let me add this contain strings. So okay. So this is the total of total profit for all the countries. Find out profit for all converted states. Okay, so this is the total profit for the country which have states. So this is the total profit for the state or for the USA. Okay, uh, let me add this and I'll show you.
Basically, it's trying to find where there is a state in that particular column, and then uh,
then we need to display the this total profit of that columns. So we can see in this
mhm,
states we have only in United States of America. Okay, so it will summing up all the profits of United States of America, and it will give these values, because here the question is find out the profit of for all countries that have states within their name. Okay, so here let me remove this contains and this also. Okay, so still we are not able to specify, okay, this is for Canada, but still it is showing for all those countries. So we will use key filter function here. Okay, key filters. Now it will display only United States. Okay, so now the next question is create a calculated column to identify all countries with states within their name. Okay, so here they have given a hint, that is you need to use we need to use contains string exact, and this is a case sensitive. So if a state is return is like this, you have to return exact these things. If you do caps s caps in at the end, it will not take it will give you a false value. Okay, so let me contains string exact. We need to use calculate sum of profit. Okay, then shift enter. Here we need to provide the function name, that is contains a string exact. Return true if one text string contains another text string. It is case sensitive. Okay, so country comma, if we write states. Okay, let me put key filter here. You can see it is giving blank value. Okay, let me add a card here. Okay, here I will add contain string exact. Okay, it is returning blank. Why? Because it is a case sensitive. First thing we need to remember that this is a case sensitive. If I return states here in this, like exact states, then it will show you the value. See these two, you can see this. Okay, so this, because if you use contain string exact, this is case sensitive, so you need to write exact name of the country. And even if you have like done any thing in caps, then on that time it will give you blank values. And in contain string, it is also going to give you the same things, but this is not case string, case sensitive. Okay.
Okay.
Contain string exact. What we have done. What this. Okay, so we have done these four questions. Then, okay, these are the four things I have given. Okay, so you can use this into the order table also. So I have given the some DAX functions here. So you need to modify this DAX function. So wherever I have given table, you need to give a table name. Okay, so you can use it. And then we have some other DAX functions, that is uh, this is empty error and all those things. We'll go through with that things also. Okay, so I will add new column. So we have a function called is blank. So is blank will check whether there is any blank values in your table or not. So if it is there, then it will return for true, and else it will return false. Okay, so is blank functioning checks whether a value is blank and return true or false. So here you need to give value means the table column name. Okay, so I'm giving a column name, that is region. Okay, now you can see there is one blank here, so it returns true. So wherever the blank is there in this region, it is returning true, and for the rest of things it is returning false. Then we have is number. Okay, checks whether a value is number or the text. So suppose if I give this, okay, suppose I give country name here, then it will return false because this is not a country, right? But if you give sales territory, then it will return true. Okay, and this is the null value, so it takes as a string, so that's why it is returning false here. Okay, Then we have is text, so it is used to check whether the values text or number. So similar to is number. Country. And we have is empty. Here you can see is empty is asking for the table. So returns true if the specified table or the table expression is empty. Okay. So the table name is this. Then we have something called is logical. Checks whether a value is logical value, that is true or false, and returns true or the false values. Okay. So suppose I'm giving this is blank in is logical value. Okay. So now this one, this is blank. Okay. So you can see these statements are true. In is blank, what we have given is return true if is there any reason, if there any region is not there, like a blank, and okay, in region if there is any blank value then return true, else return false. And in is logical I have given this and it is returning true because this statement is true for is logical. Okay, did you got this one? Why I have given in is logical this column name?
Yes.
Because in terms of region this is true, right? So in terms of in is logical this also true. So it is returning all true values here because this statement is true. Okay, the values is true because in northwest it is returning false because this is not blank, but in blank in front of blank it is returning true because it is blank. So that's why it is returning true for all the rows.
So the is logical will always be given against a measure or
No,
against.
you can give the column name also.
Okay.
So next we have is non-text. Okay, in this checks whether the value is not text, blank cells are not text. Okay, and returns true or false. So suppose I'm giving region here. Okay, so you can see it is returning this is non-text. Okay, blank values are text. If you write it country here, Okay, non-text means it is not text, right? So that's why it is returning false. So I have given a region here, and in syntax what they have said, so in front of blank it is giving true, and in front of value it is giving false. So checks whether a value is not text. Blank cells are not text, so that is why it is giving true. If blank cells are not text means it is number, it is considered as number in this.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, uh, this much is the important functions for the information function. And I'll give you one task for this selected measures. And you have to in this you can use the tabular editor. Have you heard the this name, tabular editor?
No.
Okay. Okay, let me go there. Okay, so tabular editor is nothing but the external tools. Okay, so I have click on external tools. So in tabular editor also you can create or you can use the measures and create the calculated columns. Okay, so I'll show you one side. I'm going to give you that task only from this side only. So you have to use that selected measures and the selected values from there. Okay, this is for the tableau. Also you can see there is a challenges in Power BI in this site, so you can use it for your you have till 1 week, so you can use one task or two tasks per week. Okay, just okay,
Yeah.
where is that? This one. Okay, this calculation groups. So by use of selected measures, and in this you have to use a mtd, ytd and qtd dax functions also. And you have to use the tabular editor. So from here only you can create this, you can install this and download this tabular editor. When you click it here, okay, and Windows installer you can use it. So you just click on this and you can install it. And then below, okay, for this data you already have the order table, which the order data which I have given, you can use those data, you can use those data only. Okay, because they have also used the same data set, and they have given a descriptions of those things. And here they have given a video reference. Okay, so I'll send this file to you and you can use.